Fake. Marianne's with our friend at Nerds on Call with what to look for when determining if a story is real or not.
Well, I'm glad to see that they've already got my go-to website up to check this out. Ryan Eldridge is with Nerds on Call. There's so much out there. You don't want to assume that things are real, but you don't want to assume they're fake. So how do we find out?
Well, first, my go-to site, just like yours, we were talking about earlier, is go to Snopescom.
Right.
And check to see if that viral story is real. There was a viral story going around a few weeks ago about how Facebook was going to start charging for privacy on Facebook for like $6. And there was a link in the post that said protest now. If you click that link, you got an infection, and your computer would start getting viruses and all kinds of stuff. So most of these viral stories, while they're just kind of to make us look foolish, like, oh, look at what we fell for, but some of them can have some nefarious undertones. So be careful. Don't click on things you shouldn't click on, and if it goes to a website you're not sure of, close it out quickly.
Right. So I know people try to debunk Snopes as not being a good source for finding out, but it's great. And they're very fair. They don't always, doesn't always work out in your favor. You know?
And you can search by keyword or headline, and if you don't see a video or a story on there and you're like, I think this is fake and I don't see it on there, you can send it to the site moderators by clicking the report button, and they'll get back to you and let you know whether or not it's fake or not, and post it all on there.
Cool.
So here's another cool thing is there was another viral video about a fish coming to life while a lady was eating it. So this is a place called FactuallyGizmodocom, and they go around just like Snopes, but they find more sensational stuff. And so they have kind of a cool video here about pouring soy sauce on a squid and it comes to life and it looks all creepy. Turns out it's just an involuntary reflex that's happening with the tissues, but this will give you the background of what that means and why it's happening.
All right.
Here's another great one for the political season.
These guys are good.
This is great. Anytime a political or celebrity says something, they fact check it so you can find out if it's real or not. So, of course, Donald Trump's on here a lot. I'm not going to say what that says, but you can tell on your own.
Exactly. So the ratings go from like true to pants on fire, which is like the highest status of lying that you can get. Pants on fire.
This is great.
That just cracks me up.
It's great for the debate season. So if somebody says something pretty sensational, you're like, oh, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, these guys are on it. These guys are on it.
So here's another great thing is right now there's a lot of anti-refugee stuff going on in different states and over in Europe. Obviously, they don't want Syrian refugees. And so this photo started coming out showing Syrian refugees holding an ISIS flag on the steps of one of the German parliament buildings.
Seeming to uphold the argument that they shouldn't be allowed into
and this is now a conservative blog has taken this over. It's starting to go viral. Turns out that is a completely false picture. That's been around since 2012, and it turns out the flag was photoshopped. And here's some cool ways that you can figure that out. One, you can go to photoforensics.com, and what photoforensics will do is it'll look at the picture itself and determine if it's been photoshopped, and it'll show you where it's been photoshopped. So here's a lovely picture of a model, and you can see how she looks normal, quite beautiful. And then, of course, they Photoshop it, not sure why, but you can see where the errors took place. It'll show you like a heat map, and it'll show you what's been fixed and what hasn't been fixed. So, and lastly, if you got a viral video on YouTube and you're like, oh, where did that come from? And it's weird that I've seen this before, I think. You can just post the link into amnestyusa.org/citizenviewer. Put it in there, and it'll tell you when that video was first posted and give you all of the different history of it.
Love that. All right, you can find all of these links on your blog, which is?
callnerds.com/blog.
Okay, we'll get that link to our website as well. Ryan, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Always good stuff. Back to you.
He's always got something great. Thank you so much. It's hard to do,